We've got a crazy news story for you today. It's about a YouTuber named Lord Miles who was apparently captured by the Taliban. And there was an insane bit of breaking news at the end that happened after I recorded this. So make sure you stay all the way through to find out what really happened. Let's get to the video.
Stanz, we've been covering like big topics on this channel recently, Stanz. Some of them, you know, Tobuscus, kind of yikes, and then diss tracks with the slurs, kind of, oh no. So I thought we'd go for a more chill topic today.
I love that.
So we're going to talk about the Taliban.
Excuse me? The Taliban.
Yeah, the Taliban. You know, famously, this the group that's so lighthearted and this is going to go well, right? Stanz, there's a YouTuber called Lord Miles. You can look them up on YouTube. Their whole entire shtick is to go to different countries or do different things that are like dangerous.
Right, surviving the most deadly island on the planet, Snake Island. Illegally crossing the Mexican border. What's crazy is it's only got 100,000 views, and that title thumbnail is something else.
If you click on videos and go on to most popular, you will see something insane.
I went shooting with the Taliban.
So, Stanz, before we do anything else, I would like you to watch that most popular video. It feels like a sketch comedy person could do this as satire, but it's
right. But this is a real man who went and hung. The opening frame is absurd.
It is absurd. It is crazy.
What?
It's only 6 minutes, so we can. This is like.
Let's just watch the whole thing.
Lord Miles here. I'm in Afghanistan on forged documents, going to meet a black market gun runner.
So then none of this is fake. To be clear, this is not satire. This is not comedy.
No, this is all 100%. He actually did these things.
Okay.
Where the parts that I don't know if are true is sometimes he just goes, yeah, this guy's part of the Taliban, and it could just be a guy, right? There's no like way to prove that.
Actor, right.
But he's definitely in Afghanistan, and definitely this is a gun market that he's buying goods from in Afghanistan.
Who was previously wanted by the US for 5 years. I'm also going to hang out with the Taliban. Now, you may ask, why am I in Afghanistan? Well, that's a really good question. During COVID lockdowns, Afghanistan was the only country open without a vaccine mandate, so I just went.
Also, pause, that's insane. In this video, just redo it, dude. You said country.
Sorry, that's what you're calling out? I thought it was the vaccine stuff. You're mad that he stumbled over his words and not that he went to Afghanistan.
But also, listen to the way he says country.
Good question. During COVID lockdowns, Afghanistan was the only country open.
I didn't even notice. I was too busy thinking about the vaccine. Shooting with the Taliban.
Hello, my friend.
You're okay. Can we have a heart-to-heart, me and you, really quick? I don't want to be a hater, and sometimes we do videos and I don't have the right energy for you, and
you should hate this guy.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I want to have this heart-to-heart with you, because I'm gonna say something that's gonna piss you off. I think this guy sucks, but I do think that this content is compelling, because it's like, what the like, why is he doing this? Like, is he crazy? What's gonna happen, right?
I understand what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying.
If it was a different person coming from a different perspective, that wasn't like, aren't the Taliban cool? Isn't this cool? If it was like, this is crazy, and I'm like actually gonna go and do almost like investigative journalism on this kind of stuff.
Or even just the simple version of like risking your life for a novel concept. You know what I mean? It's like no one else is doing this because it's stupid. It's bad and you shouldn't do it, but I can't look away. You know what I mean? Like Boy in North Korea, but Boy's cool and goated. Exactly.
Well, so as well as I completely agree with what you said, look at how many views this has got. It's got like 1.4 million views.
And this person's got 70,000 subscribers, and most of their videos don't like pull anywhere near this. So yeah,
this is by far the biggest video.
Yeah.
They're driving everywhere nowadays. Yeah, no, I'm being tailgated by the UN. They found my Facebook post about the Antichrist. In England, we joke.
What?
That the UN are the devils, the Antichrist. And if you say you hate the Antichrist, they'll hunt you down somewhere. There they are.
What?
Let's see what happens.
So he's like a big conspiracy guy.
I'm just worried for himself. The mentality you have to be to say and think those things. Crazy.
Yeah, and talk to like someone you hired to drive you, of just like, hey, what do you think? Ancient aliens? You know?
It'll be a very sunny day in Afghanistan, but it's even sunnier because our future is bright. Because what we're doing is we're going to...
That's just sick.
Jalalabad is sometimes a little bit dangerous, so there's a lot of Daesh there. If you don't know who Daesh is, it's basically ISIS.
Oh.
look
God,
the
do an
Taliban. However, the
Inception
weapons
bomb
market
sound effect and
For
show pictures of
ISIS, yeah.
ISIS.
I think you can. I think he just did.
I'm just going to take a moment to tell you guys about my sponsor, Tendies. As an ex-investment banker, Tendies is the best Reddit
So we can
app
skip
amongst-
this. It's crazy you got a sponsor for this.
Is this a
An
real
investment
sponsor,
banking thing.
Tendies?
Trapped between two Taliban groups. And we told these Taliban they don't like foreigners, so yeah, it's not good for me. We'll see how it goes. It was been about half an hour, and we're still.
So that's the kind of thing you were talking about it earlier. Like he could just make things up, because like if it was really that, like he probably wouldn't be walking around like this. He might have just seen people
to
and
cut
been-
from
yeah.
to cut from like the Taliban don't like foreigners, so it's not looking good for me, to then him walking freely down the street next to them is stupid.
Unless he is psycho, which I think he's trying to present that energy, right? Of like, I don't care.
Very good.
Yeah, this kind of stuff's wild.
This is crazy. This is just on YouTube. This is just a YouTube video.
Yeah.
I
I don't know how
yeah.
crazy this is to cold-blooded Americans.
Yeah.
But for me, like seeing this many guns and people just like picking them up and being like, yeah, I'll get this for like $30. That's fucking. I go to a gun show every morning when I take a shower, if you know what I mean.
That's what I'm talking about.
So we got someone from the Taliban over here. We've also got someone from the local mafia. Lovely people. And we're going to shoot some weapons. This is your prize right here.
One pare dekha.
One in the chamber ready?
Yeah.
Maybe you shoot me how to hold properly. Thank you.
Oh, be careful.
Go it on.
The guy's terrified.
Yeah.
Firing.
Fine?
Yeah. Be careful.
Yeah, be careful. It's so funny that like every time they're like, "Hey, be careful, man!" Like I know we're doing
Yeah,
crazy
he's
shit.
turning around and facing them with the barrel
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
gun. It's crazy.
Tell them next time we go shooting, we'll bring a picture of Joe Biden and Donald Trump.
Both. Oh, that's fair. No, you get it. He's being fair.
As you saw, Stanz, this is one of his best performing videos.
This is
far.
this is the video that people know Lord
Yeah.
Miles for, I would assume.
If you were him, what would you try and do?
I would want to. I mean, you want to do Taliban v2, right? If you have something good, you run it back, but with higher stakes.
The logical progression for Lord Miles would be definitely to do that. Obviously, it would be insane. And unfortunately, it didn't go very well.
Danger tourist held by Taliban in Afghanistan.
3 British men are being held in Taliban custody in Afghanistan, including so-called danger tourist Miles Routledge, who returned to the country after being evacuated by British armed forces less than 2 years ago. The other 2 men are charity medic Kevin Cornwell and another unnamed UK national.
Man, imagine being grouped in as just charity medic when everyone cares about the danger tourist YouTuber.
They're all believed to have been held by Taliban secret police since January in separate incidents.
Since January 2023, is that what we're talking about? So it's been 9 months?
Yes.
Does that... Wait. Does that explain why his latest video was 7 months ago?
It might do. There might have been like they filmed that video a while ago and it took a couple of months to edit and put out. It's
Yeah, because they have the
definitely
Snake Island trailer and Surviving Snake Island. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Wait, so is he still there under Taliban lock and
Spoiler
key?
stands.
Sorry.
But whilst tens of thousands tried to flee, along with departing international forces, self-styled danger tourist Miles Routledge wanted to see for himself and went in. The 23-year-old has previously boasted to his online followers that he travels to the most dangerous places.
How do these weirdos have such good skin? Can I say that? I know that that's not like important right now, and
What,
we're in the middle
Lord
of the video.
Miles?
Yeah, this skin's
Probably.
great.
Hey, maybe a bit of Facetune. I'm sure he would be against it.
Oh no, this is the Taliban posted this photo. Taliban
Yeah,
PRD.
but the Taliban are known.
the
for
Taliban
using
facetuned him for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally
so,
fucked around and found out. He went back for
Yeah.
round 2. Holy shit.
3 months ago, his Twitter account gave this update.
This is a friend of Lord Miles to give an update. 4 months in Taliban custody. He's treated very well, has several servants, loads of movies on his laptop, goes on picnics, and has tea with the Taliban cabinet government. He still loves Afghanistan. What the hell?
Yeah, so a lot of people saw this, which we can go through this because this is a whole thread. We can go through all those in a second. This picture doesn't come like it wasn't posted originally from this account.
Yeah.
It was from
The Taliban
official
PRD, yeah.
Taliban account.
Miles, our beloved brother, you are the most distinguished state visitor we have ever had. You will live on in the hearts of Afghans. Live on? Is he dead? In the hearts of Afghans and our glorious movement. Some misguided individuals claim that we had hurt you, which severely pained us. We would never do something like that.
I feel like, and a lot of people are thinking this online, is that they've got hold of his Twitter account and they've got someone just like running it saying that it's Lord Miles' friend.
Yeah.
And
asking for an update so that they can answer. Yeah.
He is no longer with us, and the Taliban killed him, mayhaps. This is what it feels like, because there are a lot of kind of sus things that are going on, and the wording from this friend is very strange. So you can go back to the thread now if you want and have a read of some of the tweets on this.
He speaks like he's on holiday. He's sunbathing, playing TF2, writing his second book, reading T.E. Lawrence, exercising, has chocolates and cake, etc. He's made friends with the Taliban he's with. He says he's been invited to some weddings. He went to Afghan for the 5th time to open a gold mine. We reckon he'll succeed. We believe we'll see him in a month or two.
So that gold mine thing is very interesting, because I've seen quite a few of the update tweets from this Lord Miles account that is run by his friend now, supposedly. And they said as soon as the Taliban let him go, which is crazy that they've admitted that he's like not there of his own free will, even though all of these make it sound like he is. He said he will return within weeks to set up this gold mine that he wants to do. So I don't know if it's a literal gold mine or not, but like if it's like a crypto gold mine or
From what I've heard, he's having fun and the Taliban are very kind and fair. Lord Miles will have excellent positive stories to tell upon returning home, stating, "I haven't been this relaxed in years. Lovely to get away from it all."
All of every single message that is sent is like it couldn't be more propaganda-y, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. He's not had a better time than what he's having right now, and he doesn't want to go home. Because of this post, this was the first post that was like, hey, I am his friend who has contact with him that has taken control of this Twitter account. So people were like, okay, then give us regular updates, please, on Lord Miles to make sure that he's okay if he's still in custody of the Taliban. Basically, they got really annoyed that they had to keep doing that. And I think it feels like they got really annoyed that they had to keep up the charade. So they were like, hey, I'm not doing that anymore.
Okay, I won't be sharing updates on Miles anymore. If you guys want a photo or video of Miles, please DM high-up Taliban accounts and ask for Miles to give permission to post a photo or video. Then you'll believe our updates, as Miles will confirm everything.
Absolutely fucking insane.
Yeah, just DM some Taliban accounts. Be like, hey, is Miles still there?
Because of all this, the latest drama is that Lord Miles' Patreon has been suspended. Which, first of all, is crazy to me that he had a Patreon that people were giving money to when he's been captured by the Taliban. But
hey, Miles' Patreon got suspended for association with terrorists, but we're appealing it. Patreon is being stupid, but Miles had a lot of money in the account, so if you've received a refund, kindly contact us to resend it through other means, at Patreon support at Patreon.
So
this was a week ago. This was
a week ago. Yeah, this is why I'm talking about it. This is insane. But specifically, if you got a refund, contact us to send it through other means is so funny, because it reeks of like someone's got hold of my Twitter account. So if you just give me money in this Bitcoin wallet, I'll double it, and you guys can get free money.
Just send the money to the Taliban, because I'm living with them, so they need it. You know, they're feeding me. They're taking me on vacations and stuff.
So this final tweet that I found was, again, very recently, and they said there's going to be proof very soon that he's alive.
Give us around 2 weeks and you'll have solid proof. We expect an apology when it comes, however. You guys have no idea the stuff you're putting Miles through. They're going to hit him with a classic Toy Story, have his arm on the side and be like, that's Miles. And then they'll do like, hold it up with a peace sign.
So I am very interested. We can maybe do an update to this story if there is anything in because this was 5 days ago. So if there's anything in a week or so, we could try and do some kind of update. Stan's big Lord Miles update.
After 8 months in Taliban intelligence custody, best adventure I've had yet. All the previous tweets are true. Best mates with many top commanders after numerous picnics. Lovely lads treated me as a guest. I'll be returning to Kabul next month. We did it. Ladies and gentlemen, Reddit, we did it. This video we posted got him out because we put pressure on them. That's the thing about us. We speak truth to power and we speak power to truth. And because we put this video out, he has been released from Taliban custody.
Yeah,
we
it was us.
pat
We
ourselves
did
on the
it.
back.
I thought that maybe that this is still fake and that they're trying to make us believe that he's been like freed and it's the fake account or whatever.
Yes.
It's not, because the BBC have actually reported on it. They reported on it before this tweet came out. So
4 British men freed after Afghanistan detention. We talked about the UN aid worker who was one of them in the beginning of the video, but he has been released. Lord Miles has been released. The 2 other folks have been released. They are finally back after, what, 8 long months?
yeah, it's weird because of all the tweets that he was saying that definitely seemed very, very fake.
Yes.
But like all the tweets were saying that he's like going to come back and that he enjoyed his stay. Do you think he made a YouTube video out of all this?
If he didn't, he will, even if it's just like him standing and talking to the camera, right? I mean, this is the most famous he has ever been.
Well, I mean, is like, did he vlog being like detained by the Taliban? Because if so, that is definitely the one up from his previous video for sure.
I think there is a world where the Taliban says, hey, if we hold this guy and let him do a bunch of fun, cool shit, it will make us look like based, friendly guys. And there is a chance that they let him do that, right? That he's actually going to have a bunch of vlogs going on picnics.
If he was actually playing like TFT and like all that shit, I can't remember what he was playing.
Yeah.
Like if he was playing games and stuff, that's crazy.
If you had asked me yesterday, I would have said the dude is dead and he's grifting. They're just trying to get as much Patreon money out as they can. And we're going to find out that Lord Miles passed away at some point during this.
Yeah, they couldn't have made it sound more shady with it being actually real that he was alive and that the person was telling the truth on the account. That's crazy to me.
I can't believe he's really alive.
Okay, so that's it. That's the update for Lord Miles. He's alive.
Wow.
Very cool.
Wow. He had 16 patrons yesterday. Wow, we should have done that research. That's very funny.